Waves. Oh no. Come on. Well, that's not happy. It's in his shirt. There you go. Yeah, should be working. You gotta be kidding me. Look at it again. Yeah, be careful with that. All right. Let's see what we got today. I've not been out in a bit, so let's see. May get rained on, but I got my rain gear with me. Find some fish. Cigarettes don't stay lit these days. There's some fish. Kayakers. They're going to be right in front of me, I bet you. Yeah, they do have the right of way. They're the stay ahead boat. Yeah, there might be some fish. Let's see. Nothing to be excited about. There's some. Got about 25 feet over. Not a lot, but some. There's not a lot of wind. Everything's pretty comfortable. Like I said, we may get rain on. Let's see. Sneaking up on the fish. Maybe. Down in the mud if they are. It can be tricky. Not that far out, doggone. And lure's going down where it's supposed to. There's a good one right there under my lure. No interest. Maybe. Maybe follow it. Come on, bud. Smart ass. There's a couple down there, but the structure looks like a pile of fish, so you got to pay close attention. And I'm not seeing any movement, so we're not going to waste any time with that. Toss up here on the bank and see if anything hits that. Probably get caught in a rock, but sometimes you find a fish holding out up there. You may not see them on your sonar, but it does not mean they're not in there. They hide in those rocks pretty good. Should have bought some worms and went for bluegill, but I was running late. Here we got some. Heck, there might be some good fish in that pile even. Try that. And, oh, I've cast too far out. Try him there. Howdy, folks. If you can hear me, somebody give me a thumbs up. Make sure my mic's working. It's going to drop down there where I want it. Yeah. We may move on pretty quick here because it's not. I've not even had a bite so far. They just may not be in the mood. So I can hone in on that pile again, just about 10 feet. Okay. Just going to drop right there. Drop in there. Ain't even stirring. Kind of bad angle for me to try to fish him, to be honest. Let's see if we can get a better spot, get a better position on him. Meantime, might as well throw up there and see what happens. Yeah. Oh, come on. Had one right there hitting on that. So we can't lure it in still, but drop it back down. Right next to the boat. Yeah, I don't know. Oh gosh, got the weeds. So I'm trying to turn loose my lure. Oh, I don't know. Nope, it broke. Well, that's no fun, is it? Let's see. Let's see if I got a sound check yet. What we got here? Can't. Let me get my glasses so I can see that chat. I can't see what it says. Domingo. Not yet, man. I just got started. Do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up if you can see, if you can hear me, because I've not had a mic check yet. We're gonna get him though. Just gotta talk him into it. May go deeper water and try double rig, but on that, just might as well try a different bait too, because they're not hitting that. What we got here? Where are we gonna go? Find something a little brighter. There we go. Let's try these red and chartreuse. I wish I had a pink and chartreuse split tails, but I am out of those. Nobody's thumbs up on me, so I'll have to fall in. Don't need those except to read. Just tied on, and we'll go back to the fish. This one upside the live scope. When you can see your lure, you can avoid getting caught, but wasn't able to see it. And I'm not very good at picking up. I know people that, well, I think from the moment it hits the water till the time they get where they want, they can watch the fish jump on it. And my problem is I'm always going to watch my line and wait for the thump. So I don't study that graph as much as some people do. All right. Let's go back to finding fish. I see some over there swimming on that point, but they don't look very big. If we can find those ones we were on, we floated off of them quite a bit, but the structure don't move. The fish might, but the structure don't. Where were they? I really did float off of them a lot. Damn. Yeah, it might be them. At least there's a few out there. Close that gap a little bit. Nothing moving. But there's some good fish in it. Wow, if I can find a way to get them to bite. Of course, the little fish like to beat the big fish to the bait, but still got to try, right? I overshot that, but that's going to work out because I want it on the other side of the structure. Because the bigger fish are over there, I hope. Try not to get hung up again, but that might be what happens. And that's exactly what happened. I don't want to have to retie again, so I'm going to work a little harder to get this one loose. Like, so may have to, if that breaks, I'm definitely moving because I can't be tolerating that. I mean, if you're not snagging, you're not fishing, but that doesn't mean it broke again. Yeah, I'm out of here. We'll go to another spot. If they're biting, you can avoid those snags, right? Because your hook's getting taken by the fish, but not really into losing my bait every few minutes. So we're gonna move and hope we find a better spot. And I think I'm gonna go try some more shallower water anyway. Have a better shot, I think, out on the flats. Of course, we got some recreational boats out here that's gonna cause some waves, but you just deal with that as you go. Okay. We're going slow while I tie on a new jig head, and then we'll pick up the pace. I'll look at the chat. Didn't work out. There we go. Have a look at. Oh, I better get my glasses. Those will fly right off there. Have a look at chat, and then we'll pick up and get to another spot. Kevin Roth, hello. Fishing Lake Lemon. I do hope you guys can hear me. Oh, yeah, you can get a shout out if I can make out the name. I can't quite see. Is that Bass Boys? Yeah, I think it is. But anyway, yeah, check him out. Nothing yet, guys, but we're going to keep trying. No, let's pick up some speed. I'm going to try to dock around the corner here and then go out on these flats and see what we can find. There's actually some stumps or something out around these buoys, but the buoys move around and I'm not good at finding them. I need to mark them on my graph so I can go right to them, but usually I'll spend 30 minutes looking for the stumps. That's just too much time for me to use. And there's one spot out there in the middle of the lake I wanted to fish, but somebody else knows that spot, betting on it. The lake is really high. We had a whole bunch of rain lately. Enough rain that throws the fish off their game. Let's just stop here and see what we can find. Okay. Ooh, yes, hopefully I'm still connected. Yep. I am connected. Hot dog. All right. Jet skis and tubers have been active over here. I've seen them on my way over. So we'll see. I lost my anchor, so I don't even have that to fall back on. Wish I did. Let's reposition our camera a little bit. All right. The bite has been real finicky here lately. And not just this spot, but all over the lake, it's been finicky. Like I said, if I had enough time, I would have stopped and got some night crawlers and tried to hook up with the bluegill. For anybody watching, if you haven't been, have a look at my website, fishinghoosier.com. Plenty of blogs, pictures, videos. There's a link for a merchandise page that's pretty sweet. That's where I made this shirt. Cool story. I was at camp this week, day camp. Back been out here at Lemon. Yesterday they went fishing with cane poles. Well, she called them garbage poles. She's never seen one like that before. She got like a 14-inch bass, 12 to 14, something like that. She the fish. So I'm never surprised when she catches them. She'll come out here with me and I'll put her on 15 or 20 crappie in an hour and a half. Low hanging fruit, but she likes catching them. That's the point. I mean, I'm never thinking I'm like, oh, this year we've talked and I'm going to take her after some bigger fish. She's old enough now that I don't really have to worry about, what's going to happen in deeper water or areas with a lot of rough going for the boat. She's old enough to hang on, and of course her life jacket helps her, but I thought I would have seen fish by now. There's some fish. I'm seeing them. I don't know if they'll be any good, but I see them. Oh, there's one. It's not big, but there's a fish. Come here, you. Oh, and off into the water. That's okay. He was a throwback no matter how we worked that, but still. Sometimes You just catch what the lake will give up, and it may just give up small ones. This isn't really time for a lot of slabs. Well, they're there. It's just finding a way to catch them that's the key. But this dock, this is, this thing's loaded. Like I said, it may not be big, but they're there. There's one. Come here, you. That one hanging on. Come here, come here, come here. Stop it. Enough of your foolishness. There we go. Fish back in the water. My GoPro's crooked. We don't need that, do we? No, sir. Let's move it over. You get both cameras at once when I want to show off a fish. You know, they're up there under these trees too, but that's kind of a little harder to get to. That's probably where the better fish are. Come on, take it. Something's kind of poking away at it. I don't suspect it's a big fish the way it's hitting. Big crappie don't really mess around. They grab a hold of your lure and bite, and that's all there is to it. Got it, bro? That little thing was going to fight like he meant business, but it soon became apparent he wasn't equipped for the fight. Little guy. But being a fighter, maybe he'll grow into a big fish someday. I mean, this is a lesson for him today. Hopefully he'll get choosy, not be as eager in the future. Maybe he'll grow up. Let's scope around here real quick, see if I can see anything better. I can't really get to those. These trees just hang too low for a lot of this. Come here. That's better than the other ones. He's not big by any means, but he's bigger than the last two. Come on, now you go back in there and you tell them there's a free meal up here for big fish. Here we go, back in the water. Come on now, where's the good ones? I mean, this kind of spot, I could pull up here and catch hundreds, but doesn't mean they'll be good fish. That one's at least a little fatter, still not something you'd eat. Well, I mean, if you were starving, I guess you'd eat any of them, but I'm not. So there we go, back in the water. Say probably sit here and catch 200 fish in a couple hours, but we won't do that. We're gonna catch a few to get warmed up, and then we'll move on to the better fish, hopefully. I don't get my line tangled up there. Yeah, there's one. Come here. Oh, he had it, and he lost his meal. I'm hoping that with them being here, the bigger fish are out here on the flats, maybe 30 or 40 yards out. Come here, bro. Hey. I mean, there's no size limit, but still. I'm not keeping any day anyway. But there's no size limit on this lake. But those are still, I'd want another inch and a little more fat on their bones before I'd keep them. Although, keeping those fish go a long way towards helping the lake. That size fish are the ones that'll stunt the growth. Come on now, keep it. There was some down there felt bigger. I don't know if it was, but whatever it was, gave up quickly. Got it. Yeah, so we could sit here and catch them like this all day. There's so many of them. I'm just glad to find them biting. Well, there you go, back in the water. I didn't get a hold of him, so he don't count. That wouldn't happen again in a million years. I got what part of the tail's hung up there. There we go. Oh, I'm just glad to get back out on the lake. It's been several days because of the weather. Oh, come on. Don't be a punk. Keep it. Nah. Oh, I watched him come all the way up surface. That was fun. He dove for it. He nibbled at it, saw me, and took off. Yeah, come here, you. That one is closer to being edible. And actually, I don't know how big that goes. That could be 9 inches. I would possibly keep this one. It's not huge, but big enough. Step on its tail. Don't hurt it. Hey, you can't get away. I'm on your tail. Yeah, still a little small, but closer to being edible. I think, yeah, I might keep that one if I had a bucket going. Maybe. Depends on the mood I'd be in. Like I said, I don't even have no way to take them home today. I had no plan to keep any. I'm kind of hoping there might be some big ones down there. What you got, bro? Hell, this one's trying to prove me wrong. Come here, sardine. Put you in some mustard sauce. Eyeballs and all. Well, I can't stand sardines. Like anything that stares at me while I eat it. My dad used to munch those things. I think he liked sardines because it was one thing us kids wouldn't eat, so he knew he had them all himself. That and anchovies. He'd order pizza with anchovies just because he knew he'd get the whole damn pizza. I mean, we'd have one too. It wasn't like we were starving because of him, but I think he knew that way he would get all of at least one pizza. Well, you're small too, aren't you, bro? Make sure when you get these small ones especially, but you got to really be gentle about reeling them in and take them off the hook so you don't tear their lips up. If you're not going to keep them, you don't want to make it so they can't survive. I mean, they can survive with a certain amount of holes in their mouth, but you can rip a big gash in there and then they can't function the way they're designed to. I know a lot of people don't care about the fish. I do. I mean, they're food, but I also want to keep them living if I can because I enjoy fishing. Man, that was aggressive, but not big. And like I said, I can sit here and catch these little guys all day, but then I got people calling me the Duke of Dinks, and that's old. Especially when I know I can go out and find big fish. That one was swimming away with it. Hey, caught back up to it. Yeah, oh well. All right, let's look around. We can always come back here if we just want to catch fish. Let's look for something else. See, I know there's big ones in there under those limbs, but I could try, casting with pea shooter technique to get in there, but I about promise you I'd end up with a lot of snags because that's not, my casting accuracy leaves a lot to be desired. I'll try to get up in there close to them, but see, these haven't always been a slot. I think that storm may have broken some of these limbs off. I don't know. Let's have a look around though. I mean, I see fish. You just got to find them where I can get to them, There's some way over there. Let's see if we can get to those. They look a little bigger even. Oh. Trick here is not getting, because there's a lot of limbs under this water too. So I gotta figure how. Oh, there's a hit. There's a fish. It's, well, compared to some of the others, it's okay. Got a white crappie. This one's a good healthy crappie. That one should grow up. That one should have a good chance of making it to being a big enough fish to brag about. Hey, stop it. I don't want my shoe slimy. No. Maybe in a few months that one's keepable. Wouldn't surprise me to find catfish up in there too. I know it's that time of year where there's probably a lot of catfish in there. Yeah. I'll tell you what, it is really hard to be in a bad mood when you're out on the lake. This is lake therapy. Come here, little guy. Oh, he's almost cute. Come here, feller. Let's get you off this hook without hurting you. Someday, I might hurt it with a fillet knife, but that's not today. I think I see a catfish boil over there. That might be fun with this 6-pound test line. I've done it before, big ones, but it takes a minute. I got the schoolfish kind of underneath me too. You got it, bro. A small one was kind of running with that. One's kind of chasing that. Come on now. So the lure I'm using today is a crappie magnet split tail. It's a glow pop. It's kind of a purple pink of chartreuse tail. Like I said, split tail. Oh, don't get stuck in there. It's kind of my go-to lure. I'll try that before everything else. It is my most reliable fish catcher. I got the log under there. I don't know if it'll give it back to me or not. Grass and weeds is one thing. Logs aren't forgiving. It's going to break. Yep, it's lodged. Logs, like I said, are not forgiving. Oh, I'll be damned. Made a liar out of me. I finally just got the right kind of pressure on it. I see some good looking spots. Oh, Lord, yes. Maybe. Like I said, again, the trick is not getting hung up in the process because it's like 7-foot water, but the water's up really high. And little guy, there was bigger ones in there. And that dude swallowed the hook too. We're gonna have to do surgery with hook removers to get this one out. Hook remover is probably the #1 tool on your boat. Yeah, he's not hooked in a good way. I should have given myself more slack to work, but come on, dude. Let go of my lure. There we go. Yeah, it was gonna. It should live. It should. Now I'm gonna need a paper towel. He grossed up my hand. Hey guys, do me a favor. If you're watching, hit the thumbs up. Possibly subscribe to the channel. All that support. I appreciate it. I also just appreciate you coming in to watch. The fact that somebody take time out of their day to watch me fish, talk about fishing, very much appreciated. Make no mistake, for me, it's a labor of love. I absolutely, like I said, this is my therapy. Not like I'm a killer without it or anything, but it is, like I said, I cannot be in a bad mood when I'm on the lake, unless it starts raining on me. I might get in a bad mood then, but I mean, it's cloudy out there. We're possibly going to get rain, but it's perfect otherwise. A little humid, but not the kind of humidity that makes you not able to breathe. Let's see, where are they? Where'd they go? Says they're up there. Let's try it. Okay, I wasn't casting the right spot. All right, come on. Well, it says they're there, but they weren't showing any interest. Maybe. What we got? Another one of these sardines. All right, we'll move. Big crappie tend to hang together in smaller schools, more separation. Little crappie hang out in great big schools. I think it's just a safety in numbers type thing for them. And when you do find a smaller crappie, you want to look towards the edges around them, because the bigger ones will hang out on the edges if they're going to be there. In my experience, this crappie prefer a slow retrieval for the most part. Sometimes they want to be jigged. Occasionally they want to chase hard, but for the most part, they like that really slow retrieval. I got real lucky. I kind of had a natural rhythm and speed of retrieval that worked for me. I got real lucky that I didn't have to search for that. It's how I fished when I didn't know how to fish, and it worked. Yeah, trying to decide if that's fish. Yeah, there's fish there, but let's see what happens. Yeah, something's kind of nibbling away, but it doesn't seem very serious about it. Might be a warmouth or something hitting around on that. Yeah, it gave up. I was hoping it was something I could show you guys, but yeah. We got here. Just kind of coasting here, see what we can find. Tell you one thing, guys, and I just posted a blog about this recently about safety, boat safety. But the point of it, there we go. Small guy. Damn. Nope, he's off the hook. But the point of it was mostly safety, just like, I mean, boating rules, laws are important, but the hell was that? But anyway, is about things like first aid kits, life vests, stuff like that, throwables. It made me realize that I somehow through the years had forgotten to somewhere along the lines I didn't have a first aid kit. So I got one, just got it in. It's only like $10 on Amazon, but it has some very basic stuff. You know, the bandages, the antiseptic, the small little scissors and tweezers, things like that. And, you know, $10. It'll always be on my boat if I need them. If I never need them, then I'm lucky. It's a good idea to have it. Same thing, it's a good idea to have a fire extinguisher. Wouldn't mind having a two-way radio. Eventually I need to get one. There's actually with the radios, there's a channel that gets monitored. So if you get in trouble in the lake and your cell phone doesn't have signal, you don't have anybody you can call, whatever, that two-way can come in real handy real quick and get you help if you need it. That's my next thing I need to get for my safety, is I need to get the radio. too easy to rely on your cell phone, but there's a lot of places out here I do not have service. I know there's some in there, but careful not to hook into the canopy. They get along with all my lake neighbors out here, but that's because I don't run around tearing up their stuff. Yeah, it might be a good spot. Let that drop down and see if a fish takes that. Yeah, might be, doesn't mean it is. Oh, come on, you keep that. That one might be good because it's on the very bottom. And they hit it and quit it. Kind of wonder if that was a catfish hit. They didn't have enough evidence to know, but it kind of feel like I might have that chance. Oh, whatever it is doesn't seem interested in trying again, I don't guess. A hit like that, I hate to give up on it. Of course, that fish may not even be there anymore. May have swam away. This part of the lake I don't show you guys very often. I don't fish it much. Yeah, we're gonna move though. One more cast for that thing. See if it's hungry. Then we'll look elsewhere. Yeah. All right. We'll move down some. We got some riprap down here that sometimes will hold some pretty good fish. So there's a bunch, but I don't think I can get to them. They're in between that pontoon and the dock. Be rough going to get those, but we'll drop in there close. Oh, come on, you got it. You got it, bro. Come on. Here's one playing with it. Come on, I want you to take your chances. And he hit it again. I may be moving too fast. Nope, hit the pontoon. That's fine. The tunes don't get hurt by that. Come on, bros. The water's not very deep. Got one? Oh, one was running with it. Maybe kind of turn around here. At least slow down. There's fish. Tell you what, though, if I was standing on that dock, I'd be hitting pay dirt because there's fish all up in there where I can't get to them safely. Doggone it. All right, let's look. Yeah, there might be some on these rocks. It's a good way to get hung up, but we're going to check it. Risk versus reward. And that could just be rocks. We're going to see if I see any movement there. It's risky business. One of my biggest crappies was caught up in here, but don't remember what time of the year it was. Water temperature today is 76. Maybe, yeah, maybe over there. Let's see. Yeah, I got in a rock. When you get snagged, try not to pull too hard, because that's how you get it really lodged in. So we want to get to the other side of the snag. Let's see if we can get it. Jesus. Yeah, it's pretty good. Didn't have to pull it all, just had to get on the other side of it. And that saved the jig. Which, you know, that's what we want to do. Is don't break off unless you have to. Now let's try out here. Oh, I don't need near that much depth on there. Try to get out here. I think out here somewhere, you're probably getting to 7 or 8 feet of water. It does not get real deep out here. I think the average lake depth here is only 9 feet. So, I mean, there's places at the east end that are, not the east end, sorry, the north end, down by the dam that are, I guess it'd be northwest. Anyway, there's areas down there that are, 25, 28 feet deep. But it's like in the channels, you get 10, 12 feet deep in a lot of those. Where's the fish? Where's the fish? Well, it says there's some fish over there, but I don't know. I don't know if I believe him. I'm gonna look around these docks and around this corner down here. Yep, I'm still connected. Good. Well, there's a party boat. It even says on a party boat. I guess that's your biggest indication that it's party boats when it says it. Let's see. That's fine fish. Right now we're in 6'9" water depth. Oh. There's a few fish. We're going to see if one of them will take it, but I don't know. Kind of suspended. Well, they're moving rather, but up in the middle of the water column, which makes it a little more difficult when I'm moving and they're moving. There's really no such thing as a smart fish, but I will say that I think crappie are a bit smarter than bass when it comes to feed. Got him? Come here, brother. Well, you're not much. I was just casting, seeing if I could find anything. Yeah, I got to deal with the party boats. There he's back in the water. And that's okay because right now I got to focus on the waves. I do have some fish out here. I don't know if they're big. Oh, had one and lost it. Oh, you guys take that before it gets caught up in the brush. And nope, I got caught up. Yeah, it's not letting loose. Let's go up there and see if we can pull it loose. That's shallow water fishing for you, but there's fish down there. They didn't beat the bait to the brush. It's not gonna let go of it. Come on now. It's gonna break because that's not grass down there. I might be better off going with a bobber. Sell enough water, I can do that. Might give that a shot. Tell you, I love these eagle claw jig heads. They are sharp. That's what you want. And whole time I've been using these for years. Only once or twice have I had to actually scrape the paint out of the eyelet. I mean, they're inexpensive and they're pretty much ready to go, and that's a big deal. Try this. Four wraps on a loop knot. I'll be honest with you guys about the knot thing. I've never been convinced that the knot makes that big of a difference. Everybody's, oh, the presentation, but honestly, I've used freaking just granny knots that have worked fine. And I've used polymer knots that work just fine. So I'm just not really, it's not too overly convinced about the knot. I use the loop knot a lot, I guess mostly, so I don't look like a complete noob. But I used a polymer knot for years and caught just as many fish. And actually, it's a stronger knot. But you get used to tying a certain kind of knot and you stick with it. Now, I would use a polymer if I was going after, you know, if I was fishing for something like largemouth or catfish, I'd go with polymer. Okay. There's a few out there. Actually, again, mid-water column, but they're not even budging. They don't care. Yeah, they don't care at all. Let's see what's over here. You know what I think? Let's just get over a little closer and see if those are what I think. Could be false readings. Yeah, I don't think that's, I'm not getting the same reading when I get a little closer. You get around docks, you get some real funky readings on a graph. So I'm gonna mess around with that. Kind of want to really check in this cove, which might be where I need to use a bobber. I think I will actually. If it gets under like 5.5 feet, 5 feet, I'll go to a bobber just to avoid getting snagged. And to be honest, watching a bobber go down is one of the most exciting parts of fishing. There's something about it. Gets you a little bit of adrenaline. There's fish there, but right underneath my boat, and they're not moving. But they are fish. Let's see if there's anything over here. Let's try along there and see. There's a fish. Come here, bro. You also are not very big. Are all your big folks out on the flats where I don't see them? It's kind of my guess. Let's kind of let's turn back into this a little bit. Where there's one crappie, there's usually more. That bugs don't come at me. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I was hoping this cove would be carrying some, but I'm not seeing anything to get too excited about. Oh, there was something to be excited about, and I lost it. Back by this dock. Let's try that again. That felt like a good hit. I mean, that line popped pretty hard. Of course, it could have been sliding along the ground too, but that felt sure enough like a fish. Come on, you guys are trying. Just take it. Keep it. Really pretty shallow water here, though. So it could be hitting the ground. Hey. Like I said, I was hoping for, I mean, that's showing a pretty big tall fish where I cannot get to him. Let's try something real quick. Trying to get something to move for it. Oh, he popped it and let go. We'll try that again. Egads. Egads, fish, come on. Come on. Man, they're just not interested now. Whatever that one pop was, though. Well, oh gosh. Sun hit that as soon as it hit the water. I just didn't know it. I was busy reeling in the slack. Come on, be hungry. Be hungry now. Oh, something's trying. May not be hungry enough. Come on now, fish. Oh, man. You know what? I know where he hit, so I'm going to pop it right down in there. Whatever it was. They're down in the mud. I can see them popping their heads up. Got him that time, maybe? There we go. There's a fish you can take home. Ha! Hooray! There's a good keeper. Now get it up there so you can see it. Make it look bigger too. There we go. That time we got something like that. And there's something been hammering away at that lure down at the bottom. Let's try that again. Maybe more. Just sitting down there, coasting. Especially bigger crappie will run at least in pairs, if not in groups of 4 or 5. But usually when you find one big one, you can find another one. Not always. Like I said, they're down there. I see their little noggins popping up out of the mud. So I know they're there. Just getting them to come out of the mud to eat. But all you can do with that is either hang it right over them or drag it right along the bottom, right over their eyes, and hope they just pop out and grab it. Oh, that one I couldn't tell if that was the mud or a fish. Something stayed after it though. Come on. There's got to be another one down there. I'm sure of it. Yeah, something tried. May have been a good one because it was at the bottom. Dump that reel a little bit. Let them know I'm home. Knock at their door. I get the only one that was willing to hit it. It could be. Lazy fish. I think they're taking swipes at it as it cruises along the bottom, and then they're just staying in their spot. They're not chasing it. I come at it from a little different angle. I want to get that wrapped up. Is it wrapped? Yeah, I got to get that unwrapped. There we go. Yeah, we may have to move on. Sucks because I can see them. I mean, I know they're. There should be right there. There's several of them. They're starting to come up out of the bottom, so maybe I can get them to bite. Maybe. Shoot them right there by that dock. Only about 5 feet deep. Oh, it's just in front of a bunch of them. Kind of dove for it and kind of didn't. Come on, guys. Oh, well. A couple more casts, that'll be it. We'll move. I guess we can be glad we caught one. That was good. Oh. You try that again. Maybe not. Oh no, don't do that. Don't get on that stick. We don't want it on that. There we go. All right, well, let's get on back out of here. Find a new spot, because I mean, we caught a good one. Sometimes that has to be enough. Find out where the next good one is. Well, let's admit, we're about to head to a different spot completely. This pine tree might be a good spot too. Oh, don't take my lure. Yeah, I'm not really seeing them. Well, they might be hiding under that pine tree, but yeah, okay, let's move. See what else we can find. You know, fish another dock. I'll cruise out here a little bit on the flats and see what I can see. See what I can see. See what I can find. Nothing exciting yet. Jeez. Tell you what, folks, if you're gonna fish on a boat, you have to enjoy the graphing. The hunting has to be part of the fun, because you should always be at least looking for 1 or 2 new spots every time you go out, so you've got backup. The fish change patterns. And I got several spots on this lake I can go to and generally know that I'll find fish. But every time I go out, I try to find at least one spot that I haven't used in a long time or that I've never used. I want to find them. Like I said, that way I've always got that backup. I never have to rely on the same spots. And you never know when you're going to pull up on a spot you love and there'll be somebody else on it. Good to have alternatives. I really haven't messed with the east end of the lake because they spent like 2 or 3 years dredging. So as far as structure goes, I don't know if there's much there. I don't know if the sediment has actually settled enough for the fish to find it to be in, inhabitable water. It takes a while for that sediment to settle. And it's still not very deep down. I mean, they got some areas they increased from nothing to 4 feet deep, which was a big deal. They really did reclaim, many, many acres of the lake, hundreds of acres. And recently they've been debating, they come up with new rules on wake boats about where they can use the lake and where they can't. They've cut them off from about half the lake now because it's so shallow. Now, I don't know that I think that's going to, I think that's going to resolve it, because a lot of people I don't think are going to care about the rules, but they won't even learn them. I mean, if they won't learn the boating laws, I don't think a lot of them will care about I kind of understand it. You spend $100,000 on a wake boat. You get your family out here, you're skiing, you're tubing, whatever. And the last thing you want to do is have half your fun taken away by only being able to use half the lake. But with that being said, there's a good case for the wake boats causing a problem with the lake. I mean, they cause the most issue with the sediment and erosion and so forth. They're not doing anything bad. They're trying to have fun, but this is not a deep lake. I mean, we're like 20 miles from the largest man-made lake in the state, Lake Monroe. Plenty of room for that stuff there, but I get Lemon's, not as busy. It's quieter. But come out here. It's not quiet when they get there because they're blasting their music and, you know, running their boats all up and down the lake, messing it up. Honestly, for everybody. And I've rarely seen, I'll say this about pontoons as well. Pontoons, jet skis, and wakeboats. I swear to God, they don't care about other people's, you know, enjoyment on lake. They really, seems to me, run into being a pretty selfish crowd. I mean, just because you can afford a boat, don't mean you should be able to drive one. If you don't know the rules and if you don't respect other boaters, just leave your damn boat in your driveway. I mean, some of this water out here is like, in summer pool, it's no more. Some of these areas out here in the middle of the lake are only 3 or 4 feet deep. And there's stumps and debris. And I realize they don't even know it, right? They don't even realize it. But they go flying over there as fast as their boat will go, and eventually somebody's going to die. A ski's going to catch a stump, or a tow rope's going to catch one and get caught. And there's not a whole lot of room for the water to absorb the impact when it's only 3 feet deep. Yeah, I know. I'm on a soapbox. I'll get off of it. Let's go up here and look at these docks and see if we can find fish. No! Get up here, trolling motor. We don't have far to go, so get my Red Bull. It didn't give me wings, but that's okay. It's humid out here. Humid enough out here that I'm working up a sweat, even with a nice breeze. Make sure nothing flies off my boat. All right, I'll have a little chat too. Okay, let's see what we got in chat, if anything. Set. Damn it, I need my glasses now. Oh, I think I got Scotty and Stacy. Guys, welcome in. The Duke of Dinks here. I hope you guys seen that one that wasn't a dink. Yeah, I've never had a lot of luck, Stacy, with paddle tails. Whichever one of you got that. Those split tails work well for me. There we go. We're live again. Not huge, but that's a keeper. Here we go. There we go. Keepable. Back in the water. Try that again. Come on, fish. Oh, I'm gonna lose. There's fish out there too. Damn. Apparently, all the fish came over here. Oh, come on. Keep a hold of that. I kind of forgot it was Friday. Everybody's down here at their lake homes. Like I said, there again, I'll tell you, I got good lake neighbors. Oh, you swiped at that, you little thing. Come on, there's fish. I know there's fish. I see them. Let's try right out here a little bit in front of us. Let that sink down to those guys. There's some good fish down there. Just gotta hope a good one grabs it. Oh, let go. Come on now. Gonna be pumpkin heads about it. You're trying. You're missing. No, it's got to be a small one the way it's behaving. Let's try this. Oh, come on, you. I see you. Take it. You're following it, or are you going to eat it? Oh, tried. He really tried. Tried and failed. Got it, bro. Hey. That one's maybe 7 inches. Not very big. That's all right. Not all going to be giants, folks. Yeah. There we go. Let's try this again. There's some out there a little further I want to try. They're about 25 feet out. If I get one of those things to hit, I'd be happy. Get away so I don't bump into the docks. Good rule of thumb on a boat. Don't get close to anything you can't afford to replace or fix. Got him? Yeah, here he comes. Come here, you. Well, you fight bigger than you are. There we go. Come here, you. Come on, stop. There's some right over here, too. I don't know if they'll bite or not. We'll try them. Yep, there's one. Come here. Oh, that might be a good fish. That is a good. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, that one hurts. That was a freaking 15-inch crappie. Damn, I should have had my net out, but I didn't. Damn it, sketchy connection. Wish I had a better connection out here, but AT&T is the only one that even got a connection on the lake. Got him, yep, here he comes. Well, that is not crappie. That's a fat little red ear. Come here, you. Easy does it. Well, I think it's got a belly on it, man. Not real long, but it's got belly. We'll go again with it. There we go. Somewhere up here I'm wrapped. Oh. There you go. Roll with the waves for a moment. Got it? Yeah, they're trying to get it, but tell you what, it's going to hurt for a long time losing that fish. Down here, we better get that out before it turns into a bird's nest. There we go. There's some big ones down there, but oh, you gads. Right in front of me, too. Losing ground. Oh, come on. Oh, there's a big one that keeps coming up after it, just at the last second. Lays off. There we go. There. Oh, man, he's going to keep playing with me. That may not be a crappie. I don't know. Give up on that one for now. Oh, come on. Let's try dragging along his dock. Let's see if there's something hiding under there. Oh, there's fish under there. Let's see if I can get something to come out and take the bait. And the answer might be no. Huh. All right, let's go back here. Where'd they go? Back. Okay, I see some. And keep connected. Jeez. These are all additional stuff going on. Not a lot, but it don't take much on this. There's a fish. Come here, you. Oh my God, they're going to drive me nuts doing that. Big fish grabbing on, not hanging on. Yeah, I'm still connected. There's fish that are chasing this, and boy, they're just touching it, letting go. A big one snagged onto it, but not enough. Up from the depths. Not a big one, but there's a bigger one down there I want. Geez, you didn't do yourself any favors, bro. Hey, cut it out. You fin me, and I'll throw you to a cat. There we go. All right, fine fish. They're right there. Just need one of the bigger ones to grab that. There's a few of them down there. Take a chance here on getting snagged. Drop that all the way down to the bottom and bring it up. What do you guys take that? Bullshit. I don't believe for a second. Well, come here, bro. You're fat but short. For your length though, you plenty of belly. Come on, we need bigger ones. Let's do it. Stop disappointing me. I'm gonna find a different spot real quick. I mean, I know there's good fish back there, but my connection's bad. And that was another small one. Let's check back here real quick. If I can get a big one to hit this, we'll be able to move on or keep fishing for them, of course. Oh, we got somebody else fishing. I got to stay out of her way. Let's find her fish before I move on. And if you cast right out here behind this boat, there's a whole bunch of fish. You're about 6 feet down. So there's just a bunch of them out here for about 15 to 20 feet. Now I'll move out of your way so you can fish that spot. There's no fish where she's at. Also, there's a whole bunch over on this side of the pontoon. Like right up along through there, just cast it in and just drag it back, you'll catch fish. There's thousands of them there. All right, we're gonna move on. She looked like she may be a 12 or 13-year-old girl. And where she was fishing, there was nothing. Used to be that place was loaded, but something's changed in that environment. It's not that way anymore. But hopefully, if she moves, she'll catch a bunch of fish. That's my hope. She should. Oh, I don't know what she was using for bait, but she set up with a pole and a bobber. Those fish are about 6 feet deep. If she does that, she should be fine. All right, let's move over to one more spot, and I'll check the chat while I'm at it. Glasses so I can see the chat. At some point I lost connection, but I haven't fished yet, so here we go. snags seem to be a lot making fun of me. Yeah, it's fun of them. Ultralight rod, it gives you hope, even if just for a moment. You guys, let's just get left. Don't worry about people judging you when it's there. Do what makes them happy, do what makes them fun. Don't worry about people judging. Waste. That's somewhere in the water where I lost it. Took off without bringing the anchor up, and boy, when it snapped off, it was like a rifle shot. Flew right, the motor flew right on my head. There you go, fellas. down there. Ow, right on my finger. Nice edible. White crappie. Back in the water. So yeah, you'll see a lot of judgment from a lot of the angles. Whether you're catching small fish or whether you're keeping a bass. But look, you're not going to fish out a lake. Just, if you want to keep the bass meat, keep it. If it's legal, keep it. They spend a lot of money researching lakes and what should be teachable and what shouldn't. And I don't know what it is about some fishermen feel like they need to judge people. You can keep it legal, and if you get free, I'll kick your ass. If you're not confrontational, tell them if you think it's going to kick his ass, you won't go into the judgment. Feet out. And so 20 and more into it. So, small one, my line didn't have to get down there. That's a fish. Well, I was looking at myself probably half a dozen times saying, where'd that fish go? Come here, you. Don't make me bend over, damn it. Aha! Fish. Things like this, they don't take long to get off the target. Right, no problem. Leave it out there. Get some bite. Yeah, I hope that was good. Love to see kids out fishing. It's hard to get in trouble when you're fishing, especially by yourself. You can't play the adult around it. You're not going to get in trouble fishing there. For all you Hoosiers, this weekend is free fishing weekend. Saturday and Sunday. You don't need a license. So, if you don't have a license but you want to try fishing, get on out to the lake, grab somebody, and go fishing. You don't have to buy a lot of expensive equipment. Buy yourself a cheap rod and reel, get some night collars, get some hooks. Robert, get out there and fish. You know, you might find something you love. I'll be fishing with my son and granddaughter this weekend. He does, and we'll get him one anyway. More raindrops. Come on, don't be afraid. That one's not crazy there. Going down there. Oh, come on. One dope call. See, I got two. Let's see one step ahead. There's one. Oh, it's got a fish. There's a hot one. For the camera. For you guys. For me to you. I will be here. I'm going to put on my rain gear so I don't melt. Yeah, it might be a little hot. Rain gear on, but better that than get soaked. I don't flourish when I'm wet. Much easier to put on your rain pants. Take off your shoes. Now I don't struggle and fall off the boat. At least I hope. Aha! One leg at a time, folks. Just like a person. It's an awesome Christmas gift from my son. There we go. Muggy, but hey, what you gonna do? Turn that around. This way. I think he's fishing. You watch Stacy, Bank Fishing Adventures. He gets out and fishes in some rain. He might be part beaver, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we got a tunnel lure, that's right. A tunnel lure. Damn it. Maybe the universe trying to tell me something. was high on it, but let's go with the white fish here. God, I need to start wearing some chainmail gloves. I told myself so much before. Always go home with a few new holes in my hands. But I still hold suit, that's what matters. Yeah, I need to get myself not only these ultralight 7-foot ugly sticks, so I can have more than one ready at a time. I'm waiting for them to go on a good sell price. Here we go. That's easy. Two of them, wow, they went this way and two jumped off. Put myself this one, that's pretty cool. Well, it looks like the last one ain't water box anyway. They look at that one underwater. I need to get some dogs. I used to shoot them in my boat all the time. I used to get rid of them after my dog. I had to find them a better home. Good for a son of a... I want to blame the fish for that, but you know, not really responsible. The thing I miss the most about my youth, maybe my steady hand, and my eyesight. There's a reason I keep plenty of hooks and plenty of bait. I'm gonna stick with that. Go pop. They've been hitting it. Big silver fish just right here. Guesswork in that one. Hey. Calm down. Lean back in the water. column. When we get a moment to try to catch them. Two fish. Got it. They dive after it. There we go. They're both the top of the quid. They missed it. I don't know how they live if they're going to keep that way. It's catfish, basically. Like so. There's the thing. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. 20 feet away. Both turning just now. Okay, small one again. Me. Of course, I gotta hope my boat's not run because it died on me when I got over. I just remembered that. There you go. As usual, I have a look at the chat. See what I've missed. What have I missed? Fishing Mid-South, hello. Well, not a lot's went on in chat, but that's okay. We're going to get down there and find the fish. Find more fish. I mean, we've caught plenty. That's not been a problem. We've caught, what, I think 4 keepers, 5 keepers today. And a couple that were questionable keepers. Which, for how finicky the bite has been, and I'm not really able to fish open water with on weekends. Like I said, there's not a lot of wind, but you can see the ripples in the water. Which wouldn't be bad, except fishing locations are so specific. Even with just a little bit of waves, it throws you off your target in just a second or two. Saying I don't have an anchor, I need to buy another one. That's my 3rd anchor that's at the bottom of this lake somewhere. Although the first 2 at the bottom of the lake, not because I forgot to pull them up, but because they caught roots and I couldn't get them loose. The ropes finally snapped. that little rain was beating me half to death. Alright. I don't know how much time we're going to get in. It's starting to rain a little harder, but we'll see. I might even have to zip up. Nice big guy. Yeah, fine. You're watching, folks. Don't forget to hit that like button. Double tap your screen if you're on a phone. Subscribe. The Fishing Hoosier appreciates that stuff. Yeah, see some orange on the screen. Let's see in action, but see if there's anything down there that wants to eat without getting hung up in full. Got it, bro. Ah, I know exactly what has it. Not fish. I jinxed myself by talking about hung up. Oh man, come on, let go, let go, let go. It's not. It broke. Well, doggone it. You know, I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's supposed to rain a lot harder here soon, and I don't mind getting a little bit wet, but a lot wet, man. I don't grow when I get wet like a flower. Okay. Set this stuff aside. I don't even know what all that is about. But we can turn it around. Let's see what's. There we go. Target's been crappie, but it's starting to rain on me. Oh gosh. Oh, don't do that. Kind of slow roll our way back to my dock here. There's something I was going to talk about, and I don't remember what it was now. June, though, is kind of a tough part of the year for crappie. They're on the move somewhere. Like I said, I'm sure they're kind of in open water now. And you got to have the perfect weather if you don't have a good anchor or a spot lock. But I'll pick up another anchor. Probably won't even bother remounting it on the motor, though. This lake's not deep enough to need a motor for your anchor. Actually, it takes longer to drop it and raise it back up with the motor than it does to toss it overboard and then just hand over hand pull it up. Yeah, funny thing, I finally got some rod socks for my fishing rods. After all these years of having them tangled up in the rod locker and mumbling and grumbling while I was getting them untangled every time, I finally bought some rod socks for them. So hopefully that'll be a nice little addition to my arsenal. We'll see how the weather's going to be tomorrow. I might get back out tomorrow in the evening. I got somebody coming over to work on my house, so work on my floors. So I don't know how long that's going to take. Got to get that remodeling stuff done. And I'm learning quickly that my back and knees can't. Not only am I not particularly good at that stuff, my body don't handle it the next day. Just pressure washing my house, I feel like it's going to be a couple days before I can lift my arms again. Alright guys, I'm going to cut this off now so I can start getting stuff put away. Everybody have a great night. Have a great weekend. Tight lines, fair fishing. This is Andy. I'll catch y'all later. Thanks again for stopping in.